I was just messaging with a guy, and he was talking about sheds and property and stuff. And I said, he said he was going to add some more sheds. And I said, just keep in mind the one major important thing is that there's not a right or a wrong way. There's a lot of different ways. And what is best for us today very well might change as we evolve or our needs change, or simply when you can afford something more, right? Don't not get started because you can't afford it. Like when we bought the property originally, the property we're on right now, like we couldn't afford a tractor. Like it wasn't even in the realm of possibility to buy a skid steer, um, or even a smaller tractor. Like we were using Craftsman riding lawnmowers, and we were using the Craftsman ones because the first one we had was Craftsman, and we broke it so many times I bought another one to have parts for it. We would take it to this lawnmower repair place up the street, Jesse, and that dude was awesome. Like I would go in there and drop a lawnmower off on Monday, a broken one Monday, and pick up the one he had fixed the week before. And he was like making parts from other lawnmowers fit our mower because we were just busting them so much. I was wheeling them up on saplings and kind of bush hogging down as best we can. I was hitting rocks, and the blades would break the rocks into smaller rocks, so the next time we passed through, you could actually drive through that path. But there was no tractor. And then when we did finally get a tractor, we bought this 35 horsepower John Deere with a bush hog, and it worked great as a bush hog. Because it would do saplings and stuff. But as a front end loader, I wasn't a good enough operator, and there was really something wrong with it too. It didn't have enough lift. So we'd go up, Amanda and I would go up there on a Saturday to muck out the goat pens. We had so many goats in a confined area, and there was a lot of poop. So we were making these mounds of like big rabbit pellets, and we wanted it for fertilizer. So we'd go in there, but I couldn't use the tractor. It just wouldn't lift it. So Amanda and I were there on the weekends with shovels, filling up the bucket of the tractor, and we were really just using the tractor as a expensive wheelbarrow, and it was awesome. I mean, those are times that we talk about, but now I've got a skid steer. Like we can terraform the earth, we can change everything, and that might not be the thing you want. It might seem like a great idea right now, but as you learn and as you evolve, it will change. And the important thing is there's not a right or wrong thing. And I use this as an example all the time. I'm in these groups on Facebook for rabbits, and everybody's like, oh, you can't keep a rabbit in that wire, or you've got to do this size cage. They've been keeping rabbits for hundreds of years in cages, and somehow we still have rabbits today in cages because that stock came from those animals 100 years ago, right? So there's not a right or wrong way. Just do and learn. And even if it's the wrong thing, even if you can't do the right thing, splitting firewood, right? I have a firewood processor. I can do cords of wood in a day, right? Just like Outdoor with the Morgans. I actually have the firewood processor from Wolf Creek that they had before they got their new one. Like I have the demo they had. Like when we started doing it, we were swinging an axe because we didn't know about a maul. And then we're doing a maul, and then we started using a wood buster that's a spike you hit with a sledgehammer because we didn't know. You evolve. And then we had the Tractor Supply log splitter. Now we have a full-blown wood processing outfit. So it's just important. If you don't try it the hard way, you're never going to appreciate it, number one, and you're not going to know that you can do it if all the technology went away, right? But oftentimes everybody's waiting for some massive money to be able to do this thing when for years you could have made a huge difference, and you might find that you didn't even need to buy the thing you were trying to buy. That's it. Have a great weekend. Where are we at? Bass Pro Shop. We're at Bass Pro Shop. We're going into Bass Pro Shop.